Okay. EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between our visitors and the Denver Broncos. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is taken at his 4. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Here we go! 18 Gator.
Bandit.
61. Matchbox lights. Now.
They'll start out here with the option left. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Strong right. Strong right. Strong right. 4 down. 4 down.
You're out.
Whip, whip. Whip, whip. Watch the whip. Watch twist. Watch twist. Watch twist.
Shoot.
On second and 9. Locke is going to fight. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. The 20, 10, and all the way home for a Broncos score. Keelan Cole, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And the mile-high air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. On play action, they'll throw. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Isaac Yiadom in there to pick it, and he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. They could not ask for a worse start. You give up a touchdown on the game's opening drive, and then you turn right around and throw the interception on your very first play.
And this is where the coaching staff has to earn its money because they've got to calm these guys down a little bit. Just as you noted, a horrendous start both sides of the ball. But now the defense, which gave up an opening drive touchdown, they've got to go out there now and start playing like the team they want to be.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
On the double.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10.
Good shot, baby. That's a baby shot. Switch. Switch.
Hey, Haywood.
Check 24. Shit.
On first and 10, here's Locke. He completes this to Sutton. Now a loose football. The ball comes out and picked up by the Chargers. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. That's probably bringing back nightmares of last week, isn't it?
No doubt about it. Right now I'm looking over at the coaching staff, and I'm seeing the wheels turning in their heads, and you know what is happening? They're remembering how they started the season in camp, even in the offseason where they emphasized ball security, and they're wondering why the message isn't sinking in.
They have 5 turnovers last week, now 1 here in the opening quarter.
Ready? 60 outlaw.
Check 52 to Mike. Here we go. Let's bring it.
X3. 218. Chop it. Ready?
Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on third.
Hey, Charlie.
From the gun on third down, Locke. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Locke now already over 100 yards passing in this first quarter. It's first and 10. On first and 10, it's Lindsey. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Let's go now. 70, Indy. Go.
Everyone's got 4 down. Wide.
Bam.
Slam.
5.
They'll go option to the short side. And good pursuit yet again by the Chargers as they stuff him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
Joey Bosa with the tackle for loss. How about that pedigree in his family?
Yeah, some good pedigree. Tell us about it, Mr. Davis.
Dad played in the NFL, first-round draft pick. Uncle, he's got a brother coming behind him. But Joey Bosa, guy plays really, really hard and plays all aspects on defense.
On third and long, it's Locke. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Here we go. 60 or.
It's our field. Hey, it's our house. Check.
They'll run with Lindsey. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stop that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A great effort there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Broncos push further out in front. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script.
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. The sack there by Bradley Chubb.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have.
Mike, 53. Mike.
Throwing on second and long. Foles. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. There's Foles. He's going to loft one deep left side here. This is caught inside the 15. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Now the try here for the point after. And that one makes it 14-7.
Next, the score, Broncos 14, Chargers.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Ready, set.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
That one good for 13 at a Denver first down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Ready, ready.
Watch Mike. They can't hang with us.
80 weapon.
Check 43.
Hard. Shoot.
On first down, right back to Lindsey. Well, now Lindsey lost the football and picked up by the Chargers. And he cuts it back right, and he's got a creep. And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. Even the great ones, some of the best, they're not immune to the fumble, and here it really hurts them.
If the ball gets away from any runner's body, that's when the defense pokes at it, swipes at it, swats at it, and finds a way to create a big play for themselves.
Come on, set.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number one, because margin for error is starting to slip away. And now it's down to a one-score game.
36.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Locke. He's got Jake Butt as tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
To throw it is Locke. This one complete to the running back, Lindsey. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it's a second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Go. Ready.
On second down, a run with Lindsey. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
That's good for Broncos. First down.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Lindsey. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
They'll run on first down. It's Lindsey. He's down inside the 10 to the 8. And it comes on a gain of 8.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Protein spill.
Switch gears. Joker. Alert 3. Mike's 57's Mike.
On second and a couple. Lock. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Noah Fant, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos push further out in front. Extra point from McManus is good. And it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 23 yards, the final tally.
And the Chargers.
It's on one. Screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Undercut. Hey, orbit.
Now Foles. That's complete. It's Gordon. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead.
Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. Here we go, D. Here I come.
Foles. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
It was a kicker from that distance, 56, 57 yards. So many things you got to worry about, but I am a little surprised he didn't get it there.
Yeah, with the way kickers are nowadays, we're surprised anything under 65 that it doesn't get at least to the crossbar. But remember this, you have to drive it a little bit lower in order to make that distance, and you also have to be worried about the interior rush that they can get their hands on it. So that's why those stronger kickers nowadays who can pop it up in the air and still travel and carry it, that's who you're looking for.
2nd and 6. At the 50-yard line.
Go! 18 Gator.
You ain't got nothing.
Rock it.
2nd down, here's an option right. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. He'll get 5 out of the keeper, but now it's 3rd down.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Check. Deuce. Jim.
Leo. Get it.
Locked to throw on 3rd and 1. Got a man open. It's Sutton. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down.
1st and 10 at the
Block now. 10 of 10 to start the game. How about that? As he comes up on a 1st and 10.
Check. Topper.
Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it. Kill, kill, kill.
Look, squeeze.
Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog.
Hey. Now.
Throwing on first down is Locke. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
70,
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Back to you.
Locke again here on 2nd and 10. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And this is caught inside the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Noah Fant, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front. McManus's point after is good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You always feel like you want to get in the end zone, but then, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, so.
It does test the mental processes of a team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to the stretch? And guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did.
Good.
I always did because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. They go play action here on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bradley Chubb bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
After the sack on first down, Foles, he's airing it out for Williams. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
An attempt at a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Drop deep, drop deep.
Check 4, check 4.
They'll look to throw here. He's got a man. It's Williams. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 29-yard line.
And the Chargers first down.
Waiting.
Mike is 59. Mike is 59. Yeah, let's get sack lunch.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Complete. Hunter Henry with a grab. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Hunter Henry, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Chargers, they're able to cut into that deficit. Extra point right down the middle. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
SOS. Kill.
Ready?
Lock now on first down. He's going to let this one go deep. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Keelan Cole, the intended target, but it'll be second down. Something of a rare incompletion. Remember, Charles, last week under 50% throwing the football. That's what he was, but he has turned that around in this game.
Last week was what's commonly known as a fluke. For him to be under 50%, not normal, not the usual. But to be up over 80%, that's extra time in practice, and that's throwing with extra confidence as well. If this was boxing, you think maybe they would have thought about stopping this one because this defense has been bruised, it's been battered, but this is why they keep the fight going, right? They just got done with a really nice play showing they still got a little bit left, don't they?
Haven't had many plays that they can clip, put in the film room and smile about, but hey, there's one.
Clip and save.
You can't block me. Check 99.
Throwing on third and long. Lock. He's going to look deep down and got his man complete. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number one. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10.
Rush in. Spike.
On first down, Lock. Open man here is Hamilton. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number one. Lock now. Pretty amazing. 14 of 16 throwing the ball. It's first and 10. Now Lock. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Intended for Noah Fant. Incomplete. Brings up second and 10.
So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get three before half. From the left hash, this from 37. And McManus able to put it through. And that will extend their lead even further. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. So we're at halftime here in Denver with the Broncos leading this one. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Now McManus on to kick this one off. This is taken at the 3. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Set, ready? 15 line. 15 line. 61, matchbox lights. Switch. Shoot. Bam. Look at me. Zipper. Kill. Turn up. My 52.
On 1st down, Lindsey. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Hey, let's get this. Hey, high 7. Get it.
From the 39, Locke trying to lay one up deep. That's going to be caught. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Cortland Sutton, his second touchdown on the season. And the Broncos turn that interception into a touchdown. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead is now 24. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go? There goes Melvin Gordon. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The play began back at the 23, and they pick up 23. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Let's go. Here we go.
Check 9. Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
Kill.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory. A big play there for L.A. 41 yards. Now back to throw. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And this Bronco defense really selling out to stop the run, and it pays off. They get him behind the line twice in a row.
Pick it up, defense. Let's go.
He'll drop to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They had the double-digit lead at halftime, and they have continued to roll. They're hard to stop right now.
I think what we're seeing is an example of a team that has it figured out in this ball game. And whatever the adjustments are the defense has made, hasn't phased them at all. They either anticipated them or they've been so far ahead that they just can't catch up.
Now it's just a search to add to the lead. Block now on first down. This is the tight end fan. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. Excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Lock now, nearing the 300-yard mark with still a quarter to play. It's 1st and 10. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They'll go option on 2nd down, right side. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, make someone miss in the open field.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
And what can they do here on 2nd and goal? 3 red zone trips so far have yielded 2 touchdowns and a field goal. They'll run here with Lindsey. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. One more time with Lindsey. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. An extra defensive back on the field here for 3rd and goal.
Sam off. Watch the check. 5.
A carry for Foreman. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. 4 yards, that gets him close to the goal line, but it also brings up a 4th and goal. And for the 2nd time tonight, his field goal unit comes out here. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. The kick by McManus is good. And that will extend the lead out to 24. They took it all the way to the 1, but in the end, opt for 3.
Just doesn't sound right, does it? If you got all the way down to the 1-yard line, isn't that supposed to be a play in the end zone that culminates in a touchdown for your team?
And per usual, it felt like the guys on the sideline wanted to go ahead and go for it.
Of course they did, but of course head coach, it defers back to him, and he made the decision, let's get 3 out of this, make sure we get some points.
The Charger drive about to get going. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. Across the formation, he's got a man. That's Allen. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. He completes it to Henry. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another 1st down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
Foles now, perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
Watch the whip.
Here's Foles. And he's going to be taken down. They sack him on what will be the final play of quarter number 3. Welcome back now to Denver. A lot of happy faces here to start quarter number 4. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
59.
Back to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that.
Toe bashed it.
Super toe.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Coming, baby. I'm coming, baby. Watch twist.
Yep.
Kill. Hey, turn it out. 57 to Mike.
You did it.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Let him know.
Check that.
And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And he's taken down inside the 30. Quite the turnaround from a week ago where he threw 4 interceptions. He hasn't had an interception this game, and he told us during the week, my goal, goose egg. He's achieving that so far.
And what we're seeing is a guy that you can win with, all right? Because anyone who can make that type of an adjustment and shake off a really horrendous week the week before and come back and play mistake-free football to this point, yeah, that's a guy I want to play with, that's for sure.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a 1st down. Locke now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start this. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Phillip Lindsay, his first touchdown here of the new campaign as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. This offense certainly looking a lot more comfortable here at home. They lost last week in the opener on the road, but there's something about that home opener makes you feel more settled.
Yeah, I wish we could quantify it, too, because you're playing the same game. The field's the same, size. We know all of that. But being at home, sometimes when you do things well, you get that extra push from your home fans, and it elevates your game.
And in the driver's seat right now. The Charger drive about to get going. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Tackle made there by Matt Milano.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
The Chargers on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll drop the throw. Open man is Gordon, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big gain of 38 there on third down. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything.
He finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And the lead is down to 24. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line.
At their own 33-yard line.
On the ready.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of this.
Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the night as his guys continue to pour it on. And, my friend, I think it's safe to say that this game is pretty much deceased at this point. It's taken a knee, so to speak.
It is definitely this victory formation. Take the snap, take the knee, call it a night, call it a game, call it whatever. I agree with you totally. I don't think there's much left to get except for those who want to run up the score.
I knew this was over about a minute ago when you took your stat sheet and just flipped it over your shoulder in the trash can.
Yeah, that's similar to the guys cutting tape off right before the game's over. We know this thing's done.
The Charger drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Another incompletion. It's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
And this Bronco defense really selling out to stop the run, and it pays off. They get him behind the line twice in a row. The Chargers on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Now Foles. He's going to sling this deep downfield. He's got a man complete. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams, 78 yards. And the Chargers, they're able to cut into that deficit.
Well, if you've got him in your fantasy league, you like his production, his second touchdown of the game. But right now, his team is trailing. Fortunately, he's playing pretty well and trying to keep them in it.
Yeah, they might need a little more from him here.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they continue to call his number. Right now, he needs his defense to step up and give him a chance.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Ready. 90 Wolf. Look at me. Door. Let go.
Now it's Lindsey. And the tackle there will go to Ryan Anderson.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
Check. Hey, lock it. Let's go. Hit it.
From the 44, Lock. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 28.
That's another Broncos first down. First and 10 at the 28.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves them with third and about 6 yards to go.
Here we go. Set. 10 logo.
Watch the pass. Here we go. Check your hot read.
They run from the pistol here with Freeman. And they stop him short of the first as he can only get to the 20. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a fourth down now.
4-yard gain. It's fourth down.
So now the field goal unit trots out there for the third time tonight. This will be a 37-yard attempt. And McManus able to put it through, and that'll push the lead from 24 up to 27. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Charger drive about to get going. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory.